Welcome to my channel, Cricket Fans. In today's video, we are delving deep into the fascinating journey of the Cricket World Cup, the pinnacle championship of one-day international cricket. Get ready for an exhilarating ride as we explore the history, triumphs, and unforgettable moments that have shaped this iconic tournament. Did you know that one-day international cricket was born out of a rain-aborted test match in 1971? Yes, you heard that right. England and Australia were the teams involved, and they played a 40-over match to fill the time and entertain the frustrated crowd. The idea of limited overs cricket is often credited to the English county player R.A.S. Wyatt, who proposed the idea of a 40-over-a-side game as a more exciting and time-efficient alternative to Test cricket. In 1971, the International Cricket Conference, now the International Cricket Council, or ICC, officially recognized the format, and the first ever official one-day international match took place on 5th January 1971 between Australia and England at the Melbourne Cricket Ground. The match was played as a part of a series of limited overs games that were initially experimental but later gained official recognition. The success of this first ODI, which was won by Australia, led to the growth of one-day cricket as a popular and competitive format. The success of the shortened format in England led to the creation of the domestic one-day competitions, like the Midlands Knockout Cup and the Gillette Cup. The popularity of these tournaments sparked the idea of organizing a global cricket competition. The first Cricket World Cup was initially proposed in the early 1970s, and it was endorsed by the International Cricket Conference, now the International Cricket Council, or ICC. The ICC decided to create a competition that would bring together the best cricketing nations to compete in a limited overs format. Finally, in 1975, the first ever Cricket World Cup took place in England. The tournament was officially known as the Prudential Cup, named after the sponsor Prudential plc. 8 teams, including the West Indies, Australia, England, and India, competed for the coveted trophy. The matches were played in traditional white uniforms with red bowls, and each team had 60 overs to play. The next two World Cups 1979 and 1983 were also sponsored by the same company in the same location. The fifth World Cup tournament played out in Australia and New Zealand in 1992 brought many changes to the game. The tournament was the first to use colored clothing, white bowls, day-night matches, and an alteration to the fielding restrictions, from 60 overs to 50 overs per side, all of which added to the spectacle of the game. Every 4 years, the Cricket World Cup travels to a new host nation, adding a unique flavor to the tournament. From England to India, Australia to South Africa, the World Cup has become a global celebration of cricket, uniting fans from different corners of the world. Did you know that a Women's Cricket World Cup had already been held 2 years prior? The Women's Cricket World Cup, the premier international competition for women's cricket, also began in 1973, a couple of years before the men's event. It started as a 60-over per side tournament. England hosted the first Women's World Cup, and the inaugural champion was the host nation. Initially, the men's and women's World Cups were held concurrently, but they later diverged. The Women's Cricket World Cup became a separate and independent tournament, and it has continued to grow, with more teams participating and increased recognition. The Cricket World Cup holds a special place in the hearts of cricket lovers worldwide. It has given us legendary players, unforgettable matches, and endless memories. As we eagerly await the next edition of the World Cup, let's cherish the legacy and spirit of this extraordinary tournament. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more great content.